Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are building a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. So I think today we're going to be working on adding coins to our crates because we just added our crate breaking upon a spell collision over a certain amount of time, right? So if we have this crate here, it's pushable, and if we spell cast, we can break it and then it disappears. But we need to add a thing in there, like a coin or an item or something. So we do have coins already. I'll show what that looks like. We've got, if we run over here, we've got a little treasure chest, and inside the treasure chest, once we open it, we hold up this little coin. But if we dig into the treasure chest, we'll see that we have a parameter called contents, and when we render, if the contents are equal to a string coin, then we're gonna draw this coin, and what this coin is a global drawable here. So I think we want to refactor the coin image into a coin class so that we can instantiate a coin either inside a treasure chest or inside a crate. So instead of doing this, we need our own coin class, I think. So what we're going to do is make our own coin class here. So let's do a coin.lua, and it will be a coin gets class curly brace, and we will have, it's a class object, and it'll have an init and an update that takes in delta time, as well as a render. Okay, so let's go find our coin here. We're going to take it out. It's not going to be a global drawable, but we're going to plop it here into the coin class as an image. Okay, and then when we go, for example, in our treasure chest, when we render coin, I don't think we want to. How would we want to do this? We kind of want to say if the contents is equal to a coin class or whatever, then we want to draw the coin, or we want to render the coin. So we would want to maybe say something like this, where it's like we'll take the coin and we'll render it. We can either accept, because like this +4 and -10 is so that in a treasure chest, it puts it right above us, because it's like we're holding it up. So that's where the -10 on the Y comes in. So I think we do want to take in an extra parameter of a +4 and a -10 on the render for the coin. So when we come here, we want to have this X offset and a Y offset as a optional parameter here. Hey, that Dak dude, what's up? Hey, welcome in. I don't think I've seen you before. Okay, so render takes in that offset, and we will render it. See, and this is actually different too. It's different because a coin in a crate needs to be where the crate's X and Y position is, but a coin in a treasure chest needs to be above the player. Hey, good call. Yep, ceiling's definitely up. The other day, my gecko over there, she kept falling, so I had the camera upside down, so the bottom was up and the up was actually bottom, so it was topsy-turvy land yesterday. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So like if the coin, I mean, it just needs to render where the X is. Yeah, the Jimmy cam up here. She's up here crawling. Up there. She's nocturnal, so she sometimes, since the lights are on, she doesn't always crawl around, but she's a crested gecko. So she'll climb around, and I try to keep her on stream unless she's hiding. But yeah, she's up there. She's in the game too. If I make sure we don't crash by doing illegal stuff here, I can show you her in the game. So we've got a little dungeon over here. And there are geckos that we modeled after her. And they crawl around, and then once we cleanse them, they get orange like her. So there she is in the game. And then we've got some emotes too of Jimmy right here. So yeah. Okay. So I think we do want an optional offset here. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, Jimmy, thanks you. I think we just hit 200 followers. So thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, I want to say if there is no X offset, we can just render it at its own position, because we'll have a X and Y here. Yeah, we'll probably need these as parameters here. And then oh, nice. This is my game, Ronald. Yeah, I've been building this game on stream since, gosh, it's been since February of last year. But yeah, it's a fully original game. I've been building everything here on stream, and I post the devlogs onto YouTube as well. We've got a couple of different cool things. I can't show off the music system because we broke something in it recently, and it's just not working at the moment. But we've got the game running on a web deployment at tashio.dev. So if you want to play on your phone. So the goal is, we're working on the demo now. I say we're, but it's just me, team of one, working on the demo. So we're finishing up like the last parts of like this dungeon for like a demo. My goal was to have a 2-year development for the game. We're about a year in. We've got a lot of the core stuff like drawing and rendering and character equipment stuff, and orbs and spell casting, and our music system is broken right now, but we've got a decent amount going for us. So I'm trying to figure out if a 2-year, which would be 13 months from now, if that goal is actually viable. But I'm hoping to have the demo. I'm hoping to get it listed on Steam with the demo in a month or so. I think that's a bit ambitious, but We have to make bats for the dungeon. We have to organize the levels a bit more for the dungeon. But we've got pushable objects. We've got the pushable objects. We got the crates. So we have a decent amount to do, like 15 screens or 20 screens worth of level and dungeon stuff to unlock the green tunic and be able to push things and unlock the next biome. So I feel like if we really go for it, we could get the demo done in a month. So that's the goal. And then hopefully as fast as possible to finish the rest of it. Like I don't want to work on this game for much longer than 2 years because I want to build other stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm teaching myself, so I'm playing by ear. Like the most complicated thing I built before this was a little arcade game. So this is definitely the biggest thing I've tried to build. So I'm learning a lot, but also don't want to spend 3 years on one game, you know. So it'll probably turn into that, but we'll see. The web deployment is cool. It took us quite a while to get that working, but that is cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we will draw a self.image, which will be our coin image, and we will draw it. See, this is weird. We don't want to draw it at the player X, but we want to draw it at our coins X and coin Y, and modify by the X offset if there is one. Oh, nice. Hey, share the link. Share the link if you've got it, Dak dude. I've also got a Discord for game dev, sharing game dev stuff. If you want to join and share it there, or share anything about it. You know, we've got a couple of small, interested in game dev people over there. So if you want to get some eyes on it, feel free. Nice, cool. Nice, yeah, I've got to do some more sound effects here soon. There's very few sound effects, but I think I'm gonna, probably in the next stream or two, work on some sound effects for like the coin and stuff. Cool. Yeah, dude, I'll definitely check it out if you share it. But yeah, we want to, I don't know how to say, I think we want to kind of modify the parameter, because if we don't pass in a parameter for the X offset, see, and this would actually just be not self, but just the parameter here. I think I want to say that we want to set the X offset. How would we do this? We would say that it gets what the parameter is, or 0. Because if we don't pass in an offset, we need to have that value legit, so we need to assign it to 0. Would that work? If it's possible, or 0, I think that might work. And then this would be, yeah. I think we can do this. It's a little weird to overwrite the parameter with a local variable of the same name, but I don't think there's anything illegal about that. It's a little weird, but nice. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. I know Twitch has got, everyone and their mom's got a Discord, right? But at least, you know, you can get some eyes on it. So, and then everyone's got a slightly different pool of people. So it never hurts to have another Discord to kind of bounce some ideas off. Okay. Okay, so we've changed. What we do need to do is we need to import our class, our coin class that we just made. So we'll do that here. Okay, we should have access to the coin class. And it needs to be before the treasure chest because we use it in the treasure chest, which it is before. Okay. Okay, so now instead of drawing a global coin, we are rendering a self coin. So we need to define this self coin as an instantiation of our class. Now this is a little weird because there isn't always a coin in a treasure chest. It could be a okay. Nice. Yeah, and I run pre-roll ads, so we should be good for another 35 minutes or so. Okay, so I think if we say contents, self-contents gets whatever we pass in, we could pass in a coin instantiation into contents, and then in here we would render the contents if, see, look, so we have to kind of say we can do something like this, like what engine you use, Dak dude? What language and engine are you using? I don't know of a way to ask what class. I know we've come into this problem before. Like, I don't know of a way to ask if what's in the table is a certain class. So we could say another field of the contents, and if the name of our contents, which we would need a name field in our coin class, if that's equal to a string coin, then we want to render the coin object. So we can go in our coin object and give us this name. And yeah, we can have, I guess it could be type. Type gets coin. And then, where are we? If the contents dot type is coin. So we just need to make sure anything we put in the contents parameter, anything as this third argument in treasure chest, we just need to make sure that that thing is a class that has a type field, because otherwise it would crash here when we evaluate it. But if the contents type is coin, then we're going to render the contents, and we're rendering it with a bonus X offset and Y offset like we were right here. So let's see if this stuff I added actually works. So I guess all we got to do is test opening a treasure chest and see if it works. I should probably spawn inside this zone. Okay. Okay, it doesn't seem to render. Let's try just saying, oh, we have an X and Y. Okay. Yeah, we have an X and Y we don't do anything with, so we need to put, okay. Yeah, we need to make sure that the X and Y, the self X and Y in our coin init gets populated with something. So in this case, in a treasure chest case, we take an X and Y of our player's X and Y, and then we shift it by the offset. So when we instantiate this coin, which is, we're never ever instantiating the coin actually, because Our treasure chest needs a third parameter of contents that is not a string anymore. So in our declarations, when we put in a coin, let's see. Yeah, see, we're putting in a coin string, and we need to put in a coin instantiation like this. And we give it, see, that's kind of sucky. We can't really give it in X and Y. I think we can default the X and Y to 0, and then when we, in our treasure chest, we can update the X and Y. Okay, Game Maker Studio, and okay, I hear a lot of good things about Godot. This, I'm using Love2d. So Love2d and Lua is what I am using. I'm going to say we just put coin in here as an instantiation, so that's just a coin object. We can not init it with a self X and Y, but that just means, or maybe we just give it 0 so that it's initialized, but we need to update the X and Y of our coin based on whatever thing it's in, I guess. So when we make a treasure chest, we say there's a contents, and we're going to say that the contents, meaning the coin instantiation, gets put in the self.contents, and then we're going to say that the self.contents, which is our coin, its .x is going to get our global player's x. Because in a treasure chest, we need to put it where the player is, not where the crate is, right? Because those will be two different values. So we're going to say the coin's x. Now we might have to index into this. I'm not exactly sure. Gets x or 0. Yes. Yeah. Hey, that's cool, Dak dude. Yep, do your thing. That's fine. Thanks for stopping in and for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah. Gets, well, I don't think we need the parameter, because depending on where the coin is, if it's in a treasure chest, we don't need an X parameter. Because we can't init this more than once, and we have to kind of like pre-init it, because we're putting it. Yeah, the structure of the game here is like this map declarations is what I call it, is like kind of like initializing all the things in there. So we kind of have to like predefine it, which I guess with a treasure chest, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think with a treasure chest it does actually kind of make sense to put it as a parameter here, and then we'll do what Squinge is saying. I think that does make sense. So we'll give it the 2 parameters, and then that way we can say that this is our X and Y, and we can say the Squinge hack of X or 0. Y or 0. Okay, so now the coin, the only thing I'm not so sure about is if we have to do an indexing, because we're like, we have a coin in the contents, but then when we go right here, oh yeah, we don't have to do this anymore. Okay. Oh, I think that should work. Because the contents is the coin instantiation with the init that we're already copied over, and then when we go to render it, we just render it with an additional X and Y. And if we look into our coin class, we render it based on its X plus the offset, if there is one. There's probably a better way to do this, but let's see if we see it. Let's see if we see it. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Dak dude. I appreciate it. What line was that? 361. G player X. Oh, we don't have the global player just yet because that's in our map. Okay, we can't do that. Okay. So we'll just put a coin instantiation in there. We'll take this out. No X or Y. We'll just do 0. But then, yeah, when do we assign this? I guess. I guess we would do it like I did here in, I don't like this though, in the treasure chest. Once we copy over the contents, I think we have to do an index of 1.x. I'm not exactly sure though. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Nope. Wow, G player doesn't have a... We don't have... No, we have... Oh, God, man. Okay, where do we... We define our G player and our play state. So do we define our treasure chest after our play state? We have... treasure chest right here, and play state is right here. So we need to do our treasure chest after our play state if we want our global player. Maybe not. Map declarations. Attempt to call treasure chest. Yeah, we need treasure chest. Oh my god, man. Okay. Well. Okay, we have our treasure chest before our map declarations because we use treasure chests in map declarations, but we need access to our global player. No, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do our global player X in our treasure chest instantiation because that changes over time. So we could... Yeah, I guess we need to update. No. Gosh. Well, no, because... Yeah, okay. No, yeah, it does need to change because depending on like what side the player opens the chest, that modifies where the coin is being rendered. So we do kind of need to pass in the player at some point. But why don't we just do it in the render? Because if it's just like we were doing this, let's say offset, yeah, use the chests X and Y. That does kind of make sense to use the chest X and Y. And then offset based on the global player position. I'm trying to think about like the order of operations for... Because it's like, depending on the instant someone opens the chest, that's when we need to assign the offset for the player. So, okay, well, let's see. For right now, let's just get the coin rendering at like the chest's position or whatever. So we have a .x and a .y. They're assigned to 0 for now, but we can update the coin's x and y based on where we open the chest. So let's just see if we get one at 0, 0 here. That's the first step. And let's spawn our player. We'll spawn us in the gecko world, which is 112. So we don't have to walk over there. Okay, so do we get a coin at 0, 0? No. Contents is a nil value at coin 17. So contents, yeah, it's not this. Well, yeah, contents is only in the treasure chest class. So let's take that out. We're just trying to get a coin at 0, 0. Nice. Okay, so there's the 0, 0 coin. So we need this potential X offset. Let's see, and Y offset. Yeah, and we add the Y offset, which could be a negative number. Okay, it should be 0, 0 still. Let's see. Huh. Plus a 0, 0. Well, do we render in the treasure chest? Yeah, do we render it with... Oh, we do put in... Let's, for right now... Oh, we have to do this, I think. Don't we have to do contents 1? No. Contents is the class itself. Oh, no, yeah. That will... No, yeah, that should be able to work. Let's see if we just do no parameter here. Okay, so no parameter works. It's just that the offsets aren't working. So this is a little wrong. So maybe we have... I mean, we would just modify our coins X position with whatever... Why don't we just do this, where we say the X is now the current X plus X offset if there is one. Do we have to do something like that? Because then we don't need to render based off the offset. We just render at our own location, and our own location is modified by the offset. Let's see. Okay, so all we're doing is rendering at our X and Y. And our X and Y is either going to be what our X and Y used to be, which is 0, or it's going to have that offset. Now, right now, we don't have X and Y offset, so it should be at the top left of the screen still. Cool. And then we'll see if we pass in these arguments, if we can shift it by, like, let's just say 10 and 10. So it should be top left, but not very top left. Okay, that was, yeah, we modify our X and Y over time because we're updating that position. Okay, yeah, so we want to set our X and Y only once when we open up the coin, I think. We render, yeah. I think we only want to do that upon a treasure chest open. And we can say if you open, then we're going to go into our contents dot X. I don't know if we need... Now these start as 0, so we should be able to just say... Let's try this. This is getting weird, but... This is strange. Okay, that didn't modify it. I think we might need to do... Let's... Oh, the offset isn't anything. Hold on. Yeah, the offset isn't anything. Let's just see if we can just say 1010. Because I'm curious if we have to put in the index of 1 for the contents, which is this. We're looking for top left, but not very top left. Okay, cool. So now we just need to set the contents X and Y at the chests X and Y. Yes, you're right. You're right. But it's not at the chests X and Y. And at this point we do have the global player because we don't run the open chest function until after it's initialized. So here we could do our offset, which is a 4 and a -10. And that's very specific to a treasure chest because you can open it from the right side or left side, so it needs to be modified not by the chest position but the player's position, because we could open it down here and it's right above our head, or we can open it over on the right and it's above our head over here. So that looks like it's working now. It is a little weird. I don't know. I mean, it's a little kind of weird that we do that, but it works because all we do... Oh, we shouldn't need this. We should... Wait. Yeah, we shouldn't need any parameters here because we changed the position. Okay, so that seems to work. Okay. So I guess we don't need any parameters for the coin render. Yeah, and we aren't using any either. So I guess the same thing would go with once our crate is destroyed, we would modify the contents position of the crate to be wherever the crate was when it broke, so that it looks like it's inside the crate, or it appears where the crate was. Cool. So there's the coin. Now we have a coin class we can use to put an instantiation of the coin inside the crate for when it breaks, and we just need to render the contents kind of like we're doing here. So let's see if we can figure out how to go into our crate now and give us a contents into our crate. Where is our crate? Oh, we don't have a crate class, we have a pushable, which could be a log or a crate or a... Yeah, I don't know. I guess it makes sense because we want a pushable. Yeah, we want it to be able to be pushed just like a log or boulder. Okay. So I think we need to require an optional contents, right? And we'll say that the contents gets contents or nil. So when we instantiate a pushable, into our map declarations here, we need to give a fourth parameter of contents, which right now we'll just put a coin inside the crate. And then in our pushable, where is our pushable? Right here. Okay, so we have contents or we have nil if we don't give it. So let's try to render, let's just try to get the coin to render where the crate is. So we'll say if there is contents, then we want to render the contents, which we would just do this, where we would say contents render. Let's just see that. Let's just see if we see a coin for our crate, and we have to change where we spawn. Okay, if there are contents, we render the contents. Let's see where we're rendering the coin at an image. Okay, so it should, yeah, it defaults to the very top left of the screen. It should have the image. Unless we did this wrong. Let's see, contents gets... Oh, that's a key item. Okay, we aren't using this key item anywhere. Oh yeah, we are. Okay, so that's the unmovable one. Okay, so we need to set key item to false in this 4th parameter spot. So this is false because it is not a key item, but it is a coin. Key item just means it can't be moved. It doesn't reset positions. Yeah, there we go. So there's the coin rendering. So now we want the coin to be rendering where the crate is. So we want those extra parameters to modify this. Now we could update. Let's see. Because we do want the X and Y of the coin to be updated. So I think we just want to render the coin that's in there, but in the update for the pushable, we want to update the position of the coin dependent on the crate. So if there are any contents, then we want to update the contents position to be that of our pushables X and our pushables Y. So it should stick with the crate now. So we should see the coin stick with the crate. Cool. And then we can just make sure that it is kind of at the very bottom and centered, right? So it depends on how big the coin is. I think it's 10. I think it's a 10 by 10 when the crate is a 16 by 16. So we want to set our X position to be 6 pixels or 3 pixels to the right, so it would be centered, and then 6 pixels or 6 pixels down. So it's sitting at the bottom center. Okay, that's not quite there, but it's close. It needs to be like 5 and 7 maybe. Okay, that's looking close. Yeah, it needs to be left 1, I think. Well, it's hard because it's kind of like a faux 3D crate. It kind of makes sense that, like, that looks pretty centered. Yeah, that looks pretty centered for the front side of the crate. I mean, there's 1 pixel gap on the left and 2 on the right. I think that's okay. Because if we break this crate, there's the coin and then it disappears because the oh shoot. Yeah, that's another issue. Because once the crate is destroyed, the coin is part of the crate. So we need our coin to not be... Yeah, we need our coin not to be part of the crate, but we need our coin to exist outside of the crate. So I think as soon as we trigger a crate crash or a crate break, I call it, where do we trigger the crate break? I think it's called break crate, actually. Okay, so I think we need to instantiate the coin here, but not... How do we do this? Because if we put it Yeah, if we put it... I think we need like a whole nother table for the map to hold things like overworld objects like this, because if we need to be able to make more than one coin, so we can't just do like a global coin instantiation here, because we won't have a way to remove it once we collect it. So I think what we need is our own coins table in our map declarations, so that each map can hold multiple coins. So we'll give ourselves a table for coins to exist in. And then when we break crate, we will actually table.insert a coin instantiation into the list. Is that right? Table.insert list and then value. Okay, so we need to say list, which is map, global map. What is it? .coins. We'll give it that coin, but the map value needs to be what? Scene view current map row. Scene view current map row. Okay, so we're going to insert into our coins table a coin instantiation, which we can then, once we have it, I kind of feel like we need to have the optional init parameters here, because we need to be able to give it these crate values that we just modified. Where is the crate values we gave it to shift it? Where are those magic numbers we just left to render it? It was in the treasure chest, right? Yeah, these things. Yeah, so instead of when we open... Oh, crap. No. That's the contents for the treasure chest. We're looking for the pushable. I don't see where we changed that. We were just tweaking it where it would follow the crate. Right here. Okay. So these... Okay, I got a little lost here. What we're trying to do is we're trying to take out our coin instantiation from our pushable class, because the crate gets destroyed once it finishes breaking, and that removes it from the table. It just destroys it, and then it doesn't render, and that takes away the coin instantiation that we left with it. So we need to take out... Yeah, we don't have contents assigned into the pushable, but instead we have a coin instantiation into a specific coins table upon a break crate, which is... Oh. Which is where? It looks like break crate. Okay, so yeah, it is in our class, but we're instantiated into our global table. Okay, so what we're trying to do is give our coin an optional init of these values. Okay, so the values that we're trying to pull are from the dot contents adjustment, which is we just found this and then I just lost it again. It's not there. Right here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, where are we? Yeah, break crate right here. So we're trying to go into our coin table and the one we just inserted, which would be the last index. Is that right? I'm trying to remember if table insert appends the value or prepends it. I think it just appends it. We will have to check. Because we're trying to say, you know, we want to modify the contents, not the contents, but the coin itself .x. So it would look like this: coins at index something. One isn't necessarily right, but for testing purposes, one is the only coin that's in there. .x gets, and then we would put, this is silly. That's so hard to read. X plus 5. And then Y plus 7. Okay, we'll think of a better way to do this if it works, but we insert the coin into our coins table for our map, for our current maps. Dot coins. We change its location to be that proper value of, wait a second. Yeah, not X. This would be our self.x. Our crates, yeah, our pushables X plus 5, and our pushables Y plus 7. Okay. And then, okay, so now we have a coin, ideally with the correct X and Y position, but now we need to render that outside of our pushable, because it needs to exist even after the crate is destroyed. And we should have it in the coins table here. So when we go to render things like collidable map objects, we need to also render things like coins. So we'll see where we do that. Yeah, where do we do this? Render collidable map objects exists in the map. Okay, it makes sense to do it in the map. Holy crap, man. This is nuts. Okay, yeah. So something like this, yes. We want to do something like this. So we render pushables, render warp zones. So we want to render, this is collidable map objects. So we want to render coins. So we'll say if our coins table at index 1 does not equal nil, meaning there is a coin in there, then we're going to cycle through all of those coins, because there could be more than one. And we're going to render the value of the coin that's in there and the adjacent offset X in case we walk off screen. It needs to scroll off screen. So let's see. I've got very little faith that a coin will Oh, there's the coin. We need to delete the coin that we had in the pushable so that we don't see it there. Because the coin right now should only be made once we break the crate. So instead of rendering the contents here, and instead of even giving us contents in a pushable, the contents need to exist globally outside of the crate because the crate can be destroyed. So we don't need a contents here. And we can go delete our false here. Oh, yeah, because we don't have a coin in the crate anymore. But we make the coin once the crate is broken. Let's see that. Okay, no coin. Let's see if we break this crate. Oh, yeah. I mean, we have two. We have a wrong amount of coins here. Where are we rendering contents somewhere? It half worked, right? Because we had a coin in the right spot, and it only appeared once the crate broke. Yeah. Okay, so this is close. But it looks like when we render the coin, we either inserted two. So let's see our break crate. When we break it, we insert a coin. I think this is just... Is there really two values in that coins table? We insert a coin. I feel like we're rendering something in our pushable still that shouldn't be. Crate. Where are we rendering another coin? Oh, well, no. Well, we have an X and Y there of the coin. Oh, no, yeah, we change the X and Y once we break crate. Yeah, we changed the X and Y. Okay, let me see. If we take out this, do we still have a coin at the very top right? If we don't change the position of the coin, it should initialize to 0. Yeah. So that makes sense to me, but what doesn't make sense is that there's two coins once we change it. Once we modify the X position of that coin. Let me see. I guess in our map, let's see if we can just try to render, just as a test, to only render the coins at 1. Yeah, so instead of, I think I want to try, if it's not nil, let's just render the coin itself. Let's see if there's two coins when we do this. Not V, but map. Oh my goodness. Okay, if there's two coins here, I'm very confused. Just one. Okay. Okay, so that's right. So something's messing up when we cycle through our coins and render every coin that's in there. So are we inserting more than one coin? We must be. We must be accidentally inserting more than one coin. There's gotta be like a dot length function for the table, right? Is there a table dot length? Yeah, it's got to be right here. We've got to be adding more than one coin. And this is just in the render, so it wouldn't be here. It'd be when we break crate, we'd be inserting on accident more than one coin. Okay, so break crate. Wait a second. We break crate if the health is 0. Yeah, we do. Okay, so there's way more than one coin in there. Yeah, so I think we need to say if the pushables dot broken, or broken crate, I want to say, as a value. If it is not broken, if it's not already broken, then we want to break crate, because the issue is we're running break crate multiple times right here until the thing is done. So like however many frames until the crate's deleted, that's how many break crate, that's how many coins we were inserting in our table. So we're going to say if the crate's not already broken, break crate, and then become broken, so that we only do it once. So we're going to say broken crate is now true. We need to initialize our pushables dot broken crate to be false. So we'll go to pushable dot broken crate. We'll say dot broken crate does not start off as broken, but we break upon breaking crate method. And we could, instead of doing broken crate true in our break crate method, we could change the self broken crate, which is a little cleaner, I guess. So in our break crate function, first thing we can do is say, you know what, we are now broken. Go ahead, insert the coin, change its position, and then change the animation to break crate. Okay, so we should have one coin where the crate is. That looks right. Are we rendering it? We need to render every coin, not just the first coin, in our broken crate. That is in our map. Not here. Where's the render? Oh, we are. Okay, we are rendering it. Okay, so that fixed our problem. Yes, so now let's just make sure our coin renders wherever we put the crate, because the coin gets instantiated to where it gets broken. So if we put it over here, the coin is there. So now we just need to change the render order and then add some collision detection so we can pick it up. So the coin needs to render before the crate. So when we go to render the map, we need to render, this is the coins. We need to render the coins before we render the pushable. Okay, so the coin should be behind it even as it breaks, because it gets instantiated right when it breaks. So let's see. It got a weird color. It got a weird color. Let's just reset our color here. Make sure that doesn't happen. But it looked right otherwise. So if we put a... Nice! Yeah, it appeared right below it. Okay, great. Okay, so now we just need collision detection for the coin and our player. Now we don't have a method in our coin for collision detection, but we should have one in our player. Let's just double check. We should have like a disjointed collision detection. Collides. We really don't have a method for a player, really. We don't have a method for player colliding. Oh, I think it's in the entity. Yeah, I think it's in the entity class. Yeah, okay, so we do have... We want like a... Yeah, we don't need a left collide, right collide. We don't need any of that. We just need like a true collide. So in our entity, we should have some collision. I think we have a true AABB collision here. Just entity collides target. Yes. There is a little bit of a collision buffer. That's perfect. Is there any shifting for the Y? Because the thing is, like, our player has like what I call disjointed hitbox. See, our player's head is above our tree, like overlapping our tree, but we can't walk through. So like that's the kind of disjointedness to kind of, yeah, so it should be, yeah, we might need to do like a disjointed collides, but I guess where are we running this collides otherwise? We're running it with a warp zone. Okay, that's not so useful. Okay. Yeah, it'll be a little off if we just use the entity collides, because it won't be accounting for... See, because this is this AABB collision buffer. So we can either run any collision... Oh, this is just getting ugly. Let's just do something like this, where, because I want this AABB top collision. So we either need to write a, because we don't need to check all four sides, right? We just need to check one collision, and it'll be AABB, but with this disjointed, shrunken hitbox. Ugh. I guess for now, let's just do the collides method, which is close to true AABB, and then we can tweak it to be prettier if it really bugs us. So let's... This is in our scene. I guess that's okay. It should probably be in our map. Actually, not our scene. Our map is basically like what we're currently looking at, and our scene holds a reference to the current map as well as the next map if we're transitioning scenes or map. It's hard to... weird to distinguish, but I think we need to put it in our map, not our scene. So let's go into our map, and we'll see if we're doing any update or collidable map objects. Yeah. Because we need to check for collision, just like here. We're cycling through our pits and seeing if we collide with any pit. So we need to do something like this, where we say... we're going to cycle through if... if we have coins, we need to check our player's collision with those coins. So if... I want to say... Gosh, man. Self.current map. It's map self row, map self column. Okay. So we're going to say if self.row, self.column, dot coins, index 1 does not equal nil. If there is a coin, then we need to cycle through all our coins. And check for collision with our player. So we'll say we need to say cycle through our coins table, And we need to check collision with the coin against our player. Now we do have a reference to our player from our scene view. We can say, since player's an entity, we can run the collides. Collide or collides method. It's in our entity. Entity collide. I think it's collides. Collides with an S. Okay. Collides with an S with the value, with the coins. So we're going to say, if we collide with the coin, we want to delete it and increment our coin counter or whatever. So we'll just say, if we collide with the coin, for right now, we're just going to table.remove. We're just going to remove from our coin table the given coin that was just in there, so it would disappear when we collide with it. Then we'll see if the AABB bugs us. Okay, so remove from our coins table the key of the coin we just collided with. Okay, so this should be... Let's see. Entity 79 does not have a width. Oh, yeah, we need to give a width for our coin. So, I want to say it's a 10 by 10. We'll have to check that though. Okay, so there's the coin. It disappeared. It didn't look too bad for the AABB. Let's see. So it would only look bad coming from the bottom. So like, let's see if we render it. Yeah. I mean, I don't like that it kind of just disappears so fast, but let's see. We could maybe add a little animation or something to like a glimmer to pick it up. That didn't look bad. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is that it just disappears so fast. So yeah, I don't like that it kind of disappears so fast, but what's the alternative? We can either squish the collision so that you have to get closer to it. So maybe we can shrink the width and the height of the coin so that the collision needs to be that much closer, 5 pixels closer before it renders the collision. Yeah. Let's try the side now with that. That did look better. So you have to walk more on top of it in order to collect it. That one was right on. It might be because we're coming from the left side of it. Yeah. Okay. So I think, yeah, we might need to define a special method for coin collision to tweak it. Because when we're doing this method, I'm a little confused why it kind of prioritizes the, see, like that's not collected, which is about right, because our head can go above the tree here without colliding with it. So I like that this gives us a little room before we pick it up so it doesn't disappear. But then if we're here, okay, so that's the right side lets us get closer to it, but if we try the same thing on this side, it disappears. So that's just okay. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if that bugs me. It should, I mean, it should be equal on either side, right? And it's not equal on the left side. Because it disappears the instant, the instant we have one pixel overlapping with it. So we might change this. I feel like we should define a custom coin collision just to get that just right. Let's take a look at this collide method and just see if we can notice anything special about it. This one, I think, yeah, we have this collision buffer just so it's because our player's sprite doesn't have like a pixel of color on the leftmost and rightmost pixel when he's standing and idle. Hey, what's up, Cat Plug? Welcome in. So I do think we might need a special collision buffer here, collision method. Let's say that this is coin collides. And we're gonna check if the right side of our player, let's see, yeah, the right side of our player is smaller than the left side of our target. So the right side of our player is smaller than... This always trips me up because we're doing... sorry, I don't know what FIVM development... Game development? I don't know what you're saying. Okay, so our collision detection is defining what's not colliding. So we're saying if the right side of our player is smaller than the left side. So we would tweak this smaller than this plus like a 5-ish pixel buffer. So yeah, if the right side of us is smaller than 5 is too many. 5 is... Or the left side of us is greater than the right side, and we would do that same, or that opposite buffer there. We can do better than magic numbers once we kind of get it working, but then the top of us, it's actually the bottom of us, would have to be smaller than this, plus a couple... And the top of us would have to be greater than the bottom minus. And this might need more than 4. This gets messy, but let's just see how it looks. So if we run the coin collides method instead of the collides in our map. Yeah, so let's do this. In our coin collision, let's do coin collides instead of normal collides. And let's go back to our coin and change our width to be the right values. And let's see if the collision looks a little better. Okay, yeah, we got pretty close from the bottom, so let's try the side now. That looked good for the bottom, so I'm happy with that. Nice. That looked good. That looked good. Let's try from the right side. Nice. That looks good. And then let's try from the top. Okay, top is jacked up, but that's the only one that was kind of jacked up. So the top would be if the bottom of our player is smaller than the target Y plus 2, or the top of us is greater than the bottom of the coin. Okay. Yeah, the plus 2 hopefully should fix it. So let's try. Okay, that's still too close. I think the collision buffer might be enough for the top. What is our collision buffer? 2. Okay. Yeah, that might be okay. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's test the bottom again, just make sure we didn't screw anything up. Nice. Let's just try the sides again real quick, and then we might call it. Nice, I like that. That's great. Love it. So I think we need to take down some of the crate health. Just a bit. Just to make it a little easier to break. And then I think we call it. So we can just check out our get diff here. We added a coin collides collision method. We added collision detection for all the coins in our maps table. We have a broken crate field for our pushable crates so that we can only break the crate once. We render the coins in our global coins table. We gave ourselves that coins table. We insert a coin instantiation into the treasure chest so that we can render the coin as a class object instead of just a global image. We added that broken crate field. We instantiate a coin upon a broken crate, and we set its position once the crate's broken, because the crate can be pushed and moved, and it needs to exist outside of the pushable class, because once it's broken, the pushable is removed from the table, so we can't have the coin living in the pushable. And then contents. I don't think we use this, do we? I don't think we use this self-contents. Yeah, we can delete this from our treasure chest. And then we just render the contents. Oh shit. Treasure chest. Okay, no, we might be using that actually. Yeah, let's check our treasure contents. What did I do? Let's check out. Yeah, self.contents. Okay, yeah, we do use the contents. Okay, it is just the third object. Okay, let me check our treasure chest declaration and make sure that's looking right. Treasure chest. Yep, the third argument is the coin. Okay, cool. And then in our treasure chest, we render the coin if it's a contents type coin. So yeah, we just need to make sure if we're making a treasure chest with not a coin in it, we do need to give it a dot type field, because otherwise this would screw up. So we just need to remember that. But other than that, we got some coin working. So we'll need to add a coin pickup sound as well as a global coin counter in our inventory over here, which I've got the programmer art for the heart containers as well as our coins. I had rupees there, but it'll be coins, I think. So we'll add the sound effect as well as the counter, the global counter, and then we can add a little shop so that you can actually get some stuff from the shop. Hey, thank you for the raid. Hey, who raided? Who? Arya. Hey, thank you for the raid. Holy cow, 55 raid. That's amazing. Yo, thank you so much, Arya. Thank you. I am getting a shout out done. Yo, that is not a tiny raid. That is a huge raid. Yo, welcome in everybody. We're doing a top-down adventure game filled with magic and music. So we've got we've got this little guy here, our little Tashio character, and you can change your tunic color, change what spell orb you're holding. You can cast spells. Right now we just have a fire spell. We've got this little mage here. We've got I can't show off the music system because I busted something. But we've got, yo, hey, thank you for all the follows. I really appreciate it. We've got this little dungeon here with these guys, these geckos. And you can use your fire spell on them. And then we've got little treasure chest. Oh gosh, I need to do the different tunics for the treasure chest open graphic here. But yeah, we're trying to get the demo done. So we're trying to finish building out this dungeon. And today we just added a breakable crate here with a coin inside that you can get. So it's coming along. If you guys want to play the game, you can actually play it on the web deployment. We have it's about, I want to say, like a month or two old on Tashio.dev. It works on phone too, on your mobile phone. You can try it and touch screen and play like a Game Boy. It is about I want to say like a month old there, because we haven't added the crate destruction onto the mobile deployment just yet. But the music system should work on the mobile deployment, which you just have to equip your loot and then hit your button. See, it's all jacked up right now, but it's like a Guitar Hero kind of mini game where you can play different songs, and it's part of the game and the puzzles. Wow. Okay, yeah, and the loot. Actually, the loot falling doesn't look too awful. Oh. Yeah, okay. But today was good. We did get this coin inside a crate made, so we can kind of destroy the crate and get the coin. So we'll add a sound effect for that. And these are also pushable, but the whole thing is, the end of the demo, you won't be able to push items until you get your Tunic of Strength, which is this green one. So the idea is the demo will be a dungeon, like over here, and then at the end of the dungeon, in the treasure chest, you'll unlock that tunic, and then the tunic will allow you to push things, and you'll be able to push a big boulder out of the way that is guarding the ice mountain up here. So it'll kind of unlock, and then that biome will be the last part of the demo, where it kind of just teases the last biome. And we got some weather system stuff in place for snow and sand and ash for the volcano biome, and rain. But this is the end of today. I think we just commit? I think we committed right before the raid. No, we did not. Okay, we can commit. Let's just say that we added a coin class and coin table for the map, and coin collision for the player. But yeah, thank you for the raid, Arya. I am wrapping up my stream though, because it's been a little while. It's been hour and a half, and we crashed. Well, thanks for being here. Hey, let's raid, or let's find a teammate to raid here, and hopefully my stream kicks back on. Let's see. Let's find someone on the team to raid, and what I'll do, I made this little credit sequence for our credited supporters here. So welcome everybody to the channel. Thanks for the raid, Arya. I really appreciate it. I wish I had more in the tank for today, but it's a little late for me. I do post all the source code on my GitHub if you want to check out and follow the repo. All the source code's there. You can play it online on Tashio.dev, and I post all the devlogs on my YouTube channel, Finding Focus, over there on YouTube. Also have a Discord if you want to share game dev stuff. But other than that, we'll raid out here to Fanny Slam. Thanks for watching. I wish I had more in the tank, but it's a little late for me. I really appreciate the raid. Hope you all have a great night. Peace out. Yeah, have a good night.